Have you ever noticed how weird Steven behaves before his crash out?
Worry about. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm a fraud. I'm a monster.
Future Steven acts like he's 2 therapy sessions away from buying a van and moving into the woods.
I'm done with rocks, Jasper. What? I'm ready.
Many people are weirded out by the behavior of Steven in the future, and I must say it feels out of place and awkward to see him act this way. After all, he goes from adorable chubby child to eldritch horror in a matter of years. But here's the kicker. This crash out wasn't random. It all started with one innocent little lie. There's one episode in the show that I think perfectly represents the conditions that made Steven crash out in the final series. And relax, this isn't some crazy theory video or anything.
Steven here.
You got the wrong house.
Here's the timeline I've come up with so that you knuckleheads understand where we are in the story as I explain things. The first relevant episode for this video is episode 3 of the first season, Cheeseburger Backpack. In this episode, the Gems decide to bring Steven along to his first ever mission.
We have to place this moon goddess statue on the top of the lunar sea spire before midnight. Without it, the whole place will fall apart.
By the way, this statue is important, so remember what it looks like.
So let him come. It'll be educational. All right. You can carry it in your hamburger.
So Steven and the Gems make their way through the sea spire, and when they reach the top, Steven realizes he forgot to bring the moon goddess statue.
Steven, the statue.
What's the holdup?
I don't have it.
The sea spire crumbles under the full moon. At first, Steven feels bad about it, but the Gems comfort him in the end. Cheeseburger Backpack is the setup for the next relevant episode of the video, The Test. Episode 38, The Test, is one of the first episodes to have real weight on the lore of Steven Universe. This episode is directly related to episode 3. It starts when Steven finds the Sea Spire statue.
The Sea Spire statue.
Oh, so that's where you left it.
The Gems reveal that the mission was meant to be a test for him, so Steven obviously feels like he failed at the test. In response, the Gems organize a new test inside the temple for Steven to complete. Near the end of the test, Steven realizes it was all fake. The Gems actually built this place to give him a free win to boost his confidence. And then, Steven does the most mature thing he's done so far in the series. So he walks back to the finish line, and there they are. The Gems congratulate him for completing the test.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Steven. Yeah. Congrats, little man. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
And then Steven gets to make a choice.
How did it go?
That was so insane. Where do I even begin?
This moment may seem trivial, but it's actually really important, because it's the first time Steven decides to put other people's feelings above his own. Choosing to lie to the crystal gems in order to avoid confrontation is a very mature thing Steven does here, but it's also very unhealthy. In Steven Universe future, this situation is now normal for Steven. He constantly hides information from others so that they don't worry about him.
We should get you back to the hospital. Hospital? When were you in the hospital? You didn't tell them?
It wasn't that important, you guys.
We can see as he is lying to Coney on episode 19, as the Sea Spire statue looms in the background, as a reminder of his first ever lie. The moon statue represents that he is already used to putting others first. But in this case, Steven can't hold it in any longer. The innocent lie of the past contrasts with the mountain of lies in Steven Universe future. In the end, this burst of emotions are impossible to hide from everyone around him. Instance before the crash out, Steven tries to undermine the situation again, so he tries escaping the conversation.
It's not that easy. You know what? I don't have to deal with this.
Hold up, dude.
Steven, you have to stop running.
When Steven is unable to escape or hide his problems, he protects himself by turning into a monster. That's when the gems realize how much Steven has been hiding things from them, and finally help him out with a big hug. Anyway, that was just my little rant. I feel people don't really understand why Steven crashed out like that. If you look at the series without context, it does look out of place. But I think Steven's crash out is very justifiable and human. It really brings depth and maturity to the character overall. Thank you so much for hearing me out. See you next time.